The truth is hidden in my memories, but I don't know what I can trust about what I think I know. However, since this all started, something has begun to stir inside of me. I made it to the jungle, and I followed the doctor again to the entrance of his secret base. The doctor told me that I was an android. There was a battle between me and one of his robots, but in the end, I got the 5th Chaos Emerald. I'm an android? I don't want to believe it, but to know for sure, I need the remaining emeralds.
Welcome everyone back to Shadow the Hedgehog, and in this part we're going to tackle the last stage and fight the final boss. Well, fight a boss at the end of it all. Because each route ends with a boss fight. It just happens. But yeah.
The pieces are coming together. This ultimate life form they keep referring to is the Black Hedgehog, and he died. And
I wonder if this model of Shadow has textures.
It's clear what needs
like,
to be done.
Not like,
Doctor.
It's a 3D model, of course you're gonna have textures. But I'm wondering if there's like any finer detail that they just sort of added on. I'm sure it's like nothing extravagant. It's like it's the PS2. But I'm thinking like maybe for the Xbox version of Shadow the Hedgehog, maybe that one will have a better look to them, to the models, you know. Like the original Xbox, it was pretty much touting power overall.
You wish you'd never created me.
Okay. But yeah, it was marketing its power to the gaming public. And as much as I like that, it's not exactly what you go for video games, is it? You know, power's nice, but if you don't like use that power in a fun way, then I'm sorry. Your game is as good as dead. But yeah, here we are in Lava Shelter, and let me tell you something. This is actually the first game to utilize a new method of rail grinding. Basically, rail switching has been improved dramatically. Now instead of like, just flinging the flinging the character left or right, they now properly animate to the next rail. It's actually really cool. This is actually the hey, cut that. This is actually the first level that shows that off, because I think this is the only level that has I think this is the only level that even has any kind of rail, like there's like 3 rails right next to each other, sort of deal, you know? I don't think any other level does that. Oh, hello. Key. Thank you very much. Platforming! Yeah, I think, like, out of all, actually, if I go into like favorite levels, I think Lava Shelter would be my personal favorite. Sky Troop is nice, but I just really like the aesthetics of this place. You know, this is like this is a level where Eggman has pretty much taken the core of the Earth and made it his own.
Looks like this robotic fake is equipped to fire tracer missiles.
Thank you. Can you like die? Thank you.
Behold,
Yeah, it's just really cool aesthetically, and the Dark Mission is also pretty cool itself. You know, I think actually, if I recall, yeah, the center of the base mission is okay. This is something I just straight up forgot to mention. This is just something I straight up forgot to mention. The last stage of every route, you can only choose one. Whoa, what's going on, Shadow? You can only do one of two routes, which is the good and evil path. You know, that's pretty much it. There's no neutral route whatsoever. You pretty much have to take a sides. You have to take a side. And what this does is, in some cases, it just pretty much has like, oop, I missed a key. Oh, doesn't matter. It pretty much causes some kind of mood whiplash in a sense of what can happen, I suppose.
Doctor,
like
the truth from you.
it's not really seen here in the neutral route. It doesn't matter if you side with Eggman or if you don't. You're still fighting Eggman at the end of the day. So, it's most noticeable with the True Dark and True Hero routes. In those cases, there are two boss fights. You face Diablon and Doom, Black Doom. And they switch places depending on which mission you do. Like, if you do the True Hero mission, you're fighting Black Doom as the final boss. But if you decide to go do the Dark mission at the last moment, you're fighting Diablon. You know, it doesn't matter, and it's the same as with the Dark mission too.
Nice to see you, Shadow Android, and you too, Omega.
But yeah,
It certainly looks as if you.
I think, but yeah, Lava Shelter is definitely one of my favorite levels, and the music just slaps, man. It's just really good. In fact, I could say that for like a lot of songs in Shadow the Hedgehog. They're all really good. You know? And there are some in here. There are some songs in here for some stages that you would not guess are in a Sonic franchise. Like you'd expect like some of them being would be, you know, fast and intense, but no. Some of the songs are actually, some of them are quite you know, makes you think, you know? Anyway, Egg Dealer is pretty much the most unique boss fight in this game, because it pretty much just makes Eggman look like a giant cheeseburger. I don't know if this is just something that I just would have noticed. You know, as a kid, it just looks like a giant Big Mac. Soon, Eggman will rule the day, will rule the world through cholesterol.
In other words, by stopping the third wheel yourself, you can deal an attack against
Oh, dang it.
Eggman.
Oh, no, you don't. Hey. Oosh! And booyah! So, whenever you hit the Egg Dealer, whenever you hit the boss on the buttons, you're pretty much you're pretty much just trying to get the slots to land on a oh no. Just trying to get them to land 3 in a row on whatever you choose, on whatever lands. In this case, I managed to win the missiles, and it fired back. And also, Shadow Fever. It's also the only time you'll ever see this, ever, in the game.
Death to all who oppose me.
But yeah, otherwise, this boss is actually fairly... It's actually fairly... Oh, jeez. I got clipped. It's fairly, simple, really. You can just, I think you can just grab a gun. I think they're all in the center. Come on. Come on. There we go. It's always weird getting the third button on the outside. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Just had to put a delay on that one. And he's gonna. Oh, wait. Gotta be careful. He's gonna poop out an egg. Man. And that should be that. But yeah, out of all the bosses, really, I think the egg dealer is the most memorable. Because, again, he looks like a cheeseburger. And the fact that it's the only boss that has slots.
Sorry, Doctor,
oh, man.
but this is the end for
But yeah, that's pretty much it for the neutral run. From here on out, we're going to be dealing with the good or the bad, depending on where I start. And I think for now, I'm just going to do the hero routes from now on. So, we're going to do the next route we're going to do is the anti-hero route, which is this, we're just going down one level on the grid, and that's pretty much it.
Finally.
And we will see
the Chaos Emeralds.
new stages. However,
and this is how you repay me.
going forward, because by the point we get to the true hero and the anti-villain and true dark routes, we're pretty much I'm just gonna skip Westopolis, because at that point you don't really need to see the level anymore. You only really need to see it like 3 times, and that's it.
What?
Goodbye, Doctor.
And I may need to find some walkthroughs on some levels, because like I'm just gonna go in blind and try and do it myself. I'm just gonna do it on my own. But for the most part, there are some levels where I feel like I'm just gonna need like a walkthrough or something, because there is this one level, I think Lost Impact, where you have to go around and hunt down some the chaos prototypes. If you don't know what those are the prototype. I don't know what it's called, chaos prototypes or prototype chaos. Blah 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 blah. But it's these robots that look like chaos, and they command water, a little ball of water. And this is an enemy that was in Sonic Adventure 2 on the Arc levels. So, in that game, in the level Lost Impact, you have to go around and destroy a bunch of them. And there's some that can really sneak up on you, if you don't know where you're looking, and it can really turn you around in some cases. But pretty much the consensus of the day is that for a lot of people, Shadow the Hedgehog is pretty much a mixed bag if you talk to people about it. It's got good parts, but it's also got its pretty glaring issues. But I think, because the direction of the game pretty much raised a lot of eyebrows. We're seeing, essentially cartoon characters being going up against, the U.S. military and aliens that look like, evil things, you know, very clearly evil characters. So, and then you got Shadow the Hedgehog holding a gun like this, you know. But man, so far this game, like the neutral run, has been rather fun. It's fairly easy, so I probably wasn't talking a whole lot through that. I tried to make sure these videos get some form of activity from me, because, like, I don't know if anyone truly watches this or just has it in the background of whatever they're doing. But you know, hopefully you're enjoying what's going on here, and I hope that I am enjoying this, because there's something that I haven't really talked about, and it was my early impressions on Shadow the Hedgehog, and for the most part, it's good. It is good, so far. But when I found out how you get the last story in this game, I kind of just dropped the controller and walked away. I did not finish this game, and still haven't to this day. And I'm hoping that, you know, with this Let's Play, I will be able to do that. Also, one other thing, and another thing that I'll be talking about in the next part. I feel like it's something I should be talking about there, but here we can look at the library. And the library is pretty much, because you're meant to just keep replaying this game over and over again, you collect these little stories that, you know, may or may not be a what's the word I'm looking for? May not be, you know, bleh. The whole idea of this game is pretty much just figuring out who is Shadow the Hedgehog, yada yada yada. And a lot of these routes pretty much just say something about Shadow, even though the endings kind of don't really change. But here you get like a little bit more of a description as to what goes on. And and here's the crazy part. There's like over 300 of these things. Like, I had no idea just how much they actually put into this. This is like one of those things that you don't really think about, but Sonic Team at the time did think about this, and it's quite insane. In fact, I'm just gonna play this out right now because I don't know. Hey, I hope I didn't like accidentally play through the entire game again. Well, I don't actually know. Can I just skip that? Oh my gosh, I can skip it. It was the beginning cutscene anyway. Okay, just went to the next cutscene. I'm actually not sure how this is gonna go. I don't think I've ever like gone back and looked at these. Like, I don't really pay much attention to this game at all. So, just sort of wondering. Okay.
You deliberately disobeyed me, Shadow.
No one tells me what to do.
Does it just play the cutscenes over it? I thought there was something more to this. Well, I'll figure it out. So, in the meantime, I will be seeing you guys next part, where we will be tackling the anti-hero route. So, I will see you guys there. And Shadow, don't get up. I'll get you your milk and your cookies. Don't get up.
Where am I?
You need to stay. You need to stay asleep. It's not ready yet. See you guys. See you guys later.